Deltarune is a weird game full of wacky, fantastical characters and big mysteries and crazy stories. We got so many questions. Who's the knight? Is Rudy the knight? Is Carol going to kill Undyne in the shelter? We have so many questions. We have so many questions, right?
There's a lot of really weird, wacky ass things that we don't really have like answers to, and it's really weird. Like,
And well, in the last two videos we answered some pretty big questions, like what really is the relationship between Friend and the other guy, the orange one. And we also did a video about the origins of Rouse in the deepest dark. But today we're not answering any stupid questions like that. We're just gonna talk about stuff that nobody understands at all. Just little things that nobody understands whatsoever.
Yeah, just the very obscure, minute details nobody understands.
Yep. We're going to be talking about the Song of the Deep. We're going to be talking about Papyrus. We're going to be talking about the Cattenheimers. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of weird little things that might not even mean anything in the final game. So you should like and subscribe to the video. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Do it. Because we love Deltarune, and you love Deltarune, and you want us to make more videos about Deltarune. Okay. First off is, and then it's a big thing on the screen, and it says, so what is the Song of the Deep? Do you want to explain the whole situation to us in no uncertain terms?
In no uncertain terms.
Yes.
There's a character that you can meet at like the edge of at the edge of the lake. It looks like an onion. It's Onionsan. It's kind of a weird little creature. They asked if you want to be their friend or whatever, and then they asked for a name, and then they say come back, and then they say come back here tomorrow. And then you try to come back there tomorrow, and they're not there.
Okay, so intermission already. So Onionsan does not remember their name for some reason.
Yeah, they don't remember their name, so you just get to like call them something very silly.
Once you befriend Onionsan, they immediately confide in you with a secret that if you revisit them, they will inform you that they have heard a song coming from the bottom of the lake. They feel like they've heard this song before, but they aren't entirely sure what it is. So they say they're gonna go investigate what's coming from the deep, and that they'll tell you about it tomorrow. Yeah, and then in tomorrow is chapter 4, because this happens in chapter 2. So chapter 4 is the next day, and he's not there.
He's not there. He's just gone. Completely gone. And
if you don't talk to Onionsan in chapter 1 of Deltarune, in chapter 2, a clam guy will show up and tell you that you basically just say you should have came here in chapter 1. And if you did, you would have been able to talk to Onionsan, and you would have got a special scene in chapter 2. This clam guy is a goner in Undertale. It's one of the goners, interestingly.
Yeah, that's really weird.
And if you do talk to Onionsan in chapter 2, in chapter 4, you'll meet this weird bird guy who appears in the library earlier and just says nonsense. They'll be at the spot where you can talk to Onionsan, and they'll say, wait, don't, wait, don't. Or don't wait. They're just crazy, and they are also a goner. Yeah, they're also a goner from Undertale. So whatever the heck Onionsan is doing is Gaster coded. Oh, Gaster, WT Gaster. So yeah, I guess we could talk about one thing that's interesting. Like, why is Onionsan's memory messed up? Like, what's up with that?
That's really weird. Like, what's with that? Because they don't remember their own name, and also they don't say Kris's name right either.
Yeah. So, they said they heard the song before. So have they done this before? Have they is this something that they've done before? Have they tried to go down there and got lost or something?
So weird.
We said, well, I did say that this is stuff that nobody understands. However, there has
Yeah.
been a theory that did address this. I don't know if you know about it. I watched it. It's called
Probably not. Tell me.
it's called toilet theory.
Oh, it's that. Oh,
Did you watch?
I haven't watched the video yet.
Oh, you haven't watched toilet theory. Okay, so toilet theory. We'll just briefly go over it. It's basically the idea that the sewers in hometown is housing like a giant dark world, and that's like where the dark fountains, because all the darkness in Deltarune is closely associated with like water, because it's like it's a dark fountain. It like flows through your hand like water, like the shadow crystals do. So it's like the idea is that the roots thing, like digital roots and bit roots, all that, is an underground like sewer system. That's so, naturally, like usually sewer pipes lead into a lake, right? And this Onionsan is in a lake. So if there's a dark world in the lake, or dark world in the sewer, then that dark world is seeping into the lake. The bottom of the lake where it's the most dark.
The bottom of the lake, the song.
So Onionsan is hearing something from this dark world, and Onionsan hasn't come back because they're stuck in it.
It would actually be really cool if we had just see Onionsan in like the next dark world or something.
Yeah. So. And that's why it's Gaster coded, because Gaster's all like, he's like darker and darker and darker. Like he's the most dark.
Darker.
So that's like our best answer, but we still don't we don't know why it's a song. Like is the night,
that makes no sense.
Gas playing a song or something? Like we don't know what it is about it that makes Onionsan not remember anything, or like why it's a song. It's just weird. But the toilet theory provides the best answer for like what it could be, just not conclusive, because nothing is conclusive. We still don't know so much.
We still don't know anything.
But there's that. There's our 2 cents on that.
Yeah.
Up next is Papyrus is even more. I think this is more dubious than.
Yeah, this is really.
I'll let you talk about
this is really weird. Dubious. So, when you talk to Sans in chapter 1, you can have just like some like dialogues and stuff. He briefly mentions his younger brother Papyrus and asks if you want to be friends with him, and you can hang out with him tomorrow. Come tomorrow in chapter 2. Sans says, "Sorry, things have changed. He's not available anymore." So he was supposed to appear apparently, and it's really, really weird. And then if you decided to go knock at their house, you just see this exchange. No response, but the distant rustle of bones. And if you keep coming back each chapter, faintly, a trussel growing further away. You hear nary a bone, no rattle, nor trussel, nor xylophone tickle. It seems like Papyrus is just like slowly going away for whatever reason. I have no idea why he's being so vague about this. What is this?
Yeah, we had something to talk about with Onionsan and the Goner guys. This is I don't know. Like I'm gonna try it. So obviously a lot of people are in the camp that Sans is either from Undertale and what goes to Deltarune, or is from Deltarune and goes to Undertale, or like between the two. With for various reasons, like his whole machine thing, and like don't forget in his like secret house. And he also has the what was it? What was the place where it rained that plays in chapter 4.
Yeah, the place where it rained. Yeah,
so it implies that he's been to both places, which would, I think it would stand to reason that Papyrus has also been between the two places. So it begs the question then, what what is happening with Papyrus. Like, why is Papyrus getting further and further with each chapter? It's very
Yeah,
strange.
it's really weird. Like, I don't understand why. Because Sans like wants you to be friends with Papyrus, and then randomly things just change in the next chapter. All of a sudden, like, what is that? What happened? Why didn't he answer the door? What happened?
I mean,
Why
he's
is why
fine, right?
so weird?
Yeah,
Do
it's
you think
odd.
he's originally from Deltarune, or do you think he's originally from Undertale?
I think it's so hard to say. It's really hard for me to say.
Yeah.
Because,
I'm leaning more towards Deltarune for some reason. I don't know why.
yeah, because Sans in Undertale, he'll be like, oh, I gave up trying to go back a long time ago. Like in the Azrael fight. So it's like,
Yeah.
it seems like he was there or something. Or like he was somewhere else before this. And he clearly seems to care more about that than Papyrus for some reason. And maybe that's because Papyrus isn't really interacting with Deltarune at all. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
I
even
don't
know
know.
why they are between these two games. Like, because they don't really seem related to the Gaster thing right now. Even though like Gaster probably is one of another brother or something, but they don't really.
I have no idea.
It's really hard to say.
He's just being real vague.
Yeah, it's weird because like he's not like they're not really part of the main story of Deltarune right now. Like Sans
Yeah, he's
basically has
just
just
there.
done something like that wasn't really like part of the main story. Like he was just dancing with drunk Toriel,
Yeah. It
and
it,
it's
it,
like
it it really just feels like it's just like a tease to players of Undertale, expecting him to have like a role in the story or whatever.
yeah.
Because he's
Also,
just there. He's not really doing anything.
yeah. I also think it's interesting that like you can talk to Sans about things that you shouldn't know unless
You,
you played
yeah, that you
Undertale.
showed it down. Yeah.
Because you can say like I remember this when I first played Deltarune. Like you can talk to Sans, or you could say like, "Oh, nice to see you again." He'll be like, yeah, I'd never seen you before. That's kind of weird that you're saying that to me."
Yeah, it's like, huh? Why are you acting
Yeah,
like we've met before? Weird.
it's weird.
And then also like Sans just like completely just like trolls the player if you try to like have like more interaction with him. Because oh my god, Sans, we can talk to Sans more. Let's go. And then he's like, haha, no.
Very strange.
Very
We don't
weird.
have a conclusion for this one. Again, it's
Yeah,
weird things
no,
that nobody understands. We don't understand either.
weird things that nobody understands is what this entire movie is
Nobody
about.
understands. So yeah, I guess we'll have to find out later. It's so hard for me to imagine like Sans being that important because I feel like we have so many characters that are about to be important. Like we have Asgore, we have Carol, we have the Knight, we have Kris, we have Rosie. We have so many guys that are
Yeah, we have so
on
many
the
guys.
road.
It really just seems like Sans is just like going to like be like an NPC character and not actually like a key point.
Yeah, it's interesting because I just don't see Sans being so important because we have so many other characters. Like Undyne is about to die in a week.
Yeah, literally.
Undyne's gonna get murdered in a week. Like we have so many characters that are doing so much stuff right now that it feels like I don't even know where Sans could. Like I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah. Next topic. This is a shorter one. It is. The internet outage is kind of weird. I don't know what. Okay, this internet outage thing, I feel like it's not really a big deal, but I don't know what it is. This thing kind of bothers me. It feels like there's something about this that has to be important, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
basically, it's mentioned in chapter 2 that there's an internet outage in the whole town, in hometown. And it seems to have started like before this, but like it's becoming a real issue in chapter 2 because we're going to the library or whatever. And everybody comments on the fact that there's no internet. Queen comments on it, everybody comments on it. The main mention of this internet outage in the light world is Alphys. If you talk to Alphys, she will talk about how Kris usually talks to Azrael over a video call all the time, but now they can't do that because the internet's out. And I consider myself to be a bit of a writer. I like to be a writer. Very interesting thing to me that one of the main mentions of this internet outage is specifically in regards to Kris not being able to communicate with Azrael. And then later in chapter 2, you can look at Azrael's search history, but Kris will cover their eyes, and you won't be able to see it. So Kris is hiding something about Azrael, or something about this is like so we can't communicate with Azrael or something. Like, is this internet outage part of the bigger like evil plan of the night crew? Like Kris,
yeah,
Carol,
was this like done on purpose, or was this just like shenanigans?
Yeah, because it's like it feels too coincidental. Like, why would there be an internet outage right now? Like everything, there's so many like little meticulous things that happen in Deltarune that seem to have been set in motion by like a couple of these characters that are trying to like have a certain outcome happen. That is like, why is there also an internet outage?
Yeah, it seems like it actually was like done on purpose, because like also like the thing that literally nobody cares about, the stupid group project. Yep, the stupid group project that everyone's supposed to be doing, that literally no one else is doing actually. They're supposed to be researching on their topics, but since the internet is out, they literally can't even do it.
Yeah, it's weird.
So it seems like it was like done on purpose, because if the internet was out, wouldn't they be trying to fix it?
Yeah, it's just very strange.
If it's needed for a school project and everything, it's very weird, very strange.
So wait.
What?
So, are internet lines usually underground?
I think so.
I was thinking about that because we talked before about the whole Song of the Deep, and the thing is like the roots is like underground, and that's where like this evil super dark world is.
Yeah.
Could the internet be out because there's a dark world like under the whole town or something?
It might be. Because all of the like the wires in electricity is wired underground. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
of
like
if something like interfering with it, then that might be why the internet's out.
Yeah, Hometown doesn't have like power lines.
Yeah, they don't have power lines, so it wouldn't be above, so it would have to be below.
Yeah, it would have to be underground.
It wouldn't make sense for there to be like power lines anyway for Hometown, because Hometown is like really small anyway.
Yeah,
because
it's small.
So it would be easier for them to just be interconnected underneath the ground.
Yeah, so they are underground. I just had this thought now because I was like, yeah, would it? Because we were just talking about that Song of the Deep, like with toilet theory and everything.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Actually, that's interesting.
Yeah, is that why the internet is out? Maybe.
Yeah.
But the power's not out.
Yeah, the power's not out, but the internet is. Strange.
Yeah, I guess it's something to think about. Like maybe that's why the internet is down. But I mean that's our best guess, really.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You can't call people. Electricity works in the dark world, but you can't call people in the dark world. So,
yeah, you can't.
Communications don't work. So internet.
Yeah, communication
doesn't work.
Yeah, communication internet doesn't work. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I think that would take out the internet.
Yeah, it would.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. I think that's like the best conclusion we can come to on that. Is that this is just like more evidence for toilet theory, that there's something going on underneath Hometown. Which I mean, there's literally a bunker which is underground. So, and that's where all the evil stuff's
there's
happening.
definitely something happening. There's definitely something happening.
Yeah,
It being underneath hometown, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So that's our consensus on the internet outage is that because of like the whole toilet theory thing, this dark world underground is interfering with like wireless communication because you can't call people well, with exceptions because like Spamton got a phone call, but well, that's not for this video.
No.
But you can't call people normally in dark worlds. So like if that extends to like if that affects my 5G connection, I assume it also affects my internet connection. So the internet is down because that dark world is down.
Weird
I've seen.
shenanigans.
I just looked up on r/explain like I'm 5. I should probably know how internet works.
It says, good, but also
it said the first Google result says they boil down to problems with the wires that go from your house to the local collection point, especially where all your neighbors' wires meet. So it would be the wiring. Something's up with the wiring underground.
Something's up with the wiring underground.
Yeah.
Some interference or it's been cut.
Well, I think that's our conclusion, right? I mean, not like a definitive answer, but I think that's interesting to like.
Yeah, I think that's actually really interesting.
And while we're done with that topic, up next, another crazy topic. This one's gonna be a loaded one.
A character we literally do not understand whatsoever.
Catti Cattenheimer.
What is up with her?
Catti Cattenheimer with an I is one of the most. Her and her like the stuff surrounding her family is so weirdly bizarre that it feels unreal. Like we just don't. Okay, so let's start. I think let's start with something. Let's explain her as a character. Okay, Catti is like this emo, like teenage girl who's into the occult and stuff, and she pretty much has a relationship with all the major characters that we care about. Like she doesn't like Susie. She used to practice the occult with Kris and has been to their house. And she's also been to Noelle's house, and they did like music together. And she really likes Noelle. She's a big Noelle head.
Yeah.
And like most of the other classmates don't really have like a relationship with the characters, really. Like Snowdrake and Monster Kid just kind of like they know us, like they know Kris and Susie and stuff, but they don't have like a tight knit friendship. Like Catti has been to like all of these characters' houses, like they were close friends. And like Temmie is just Temmie. And Jockington is just friends with Catti, so Jockington doesn't do anything but be with Catti. I think that's like it. Basically, that's pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot of weird things about Catti. So, one thing is that in Chapter 4, I think this is the weirdest thing by far, is in Chapter 4, when you have access to the light world, you can check on Catti's house, and it says that the cat door has a lock on it. And, it's weird that it has a lock on it. But if you go to the shelter and check the shelter, do all that, and go back to the Catti house, it clarifies that the cat door has 3 padlock codes, just like the shelter. It changes to say that, and then says that it's useless information, which is like, what?
What? Huh?
Huh? Why does that change?
Huh?
Like, huh?
I don't understand. I don't understand. And another thing about the cat door having a lock on it. If you talk to like one of her like family members, I don't remember which one it is. They said you're allowed to use the cat door whenever you want. And then why is it locked now?
But
why is Why
But
is it locked now?
Chris is allowed to use the shelter door whenever they want. Chris is
Oh
allowed
my
to use the
god!
shelter door whenever they want. Blah,
Oh
blah,
my god!
blah, 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 blah. Oh
Oh my
god.
god!
What? I thank you for
What
saying that
the
because I didn't
hell?
even realize that. That's
Yeah,
not
when
even
I
the
was
only thing.
when I was researching this, I just like saw that die. I was like, huh, that's kind of weird. And then when you mentioned the cat door being locked, like, why is it locked now?
Jeez,
That's really
that's
weird.
man, that yeah, it's literally the shelter door. It's the same
That's
as this.
literally the shelter door. Oh my god.
That's so weird. So on top of that, there's a game console under Azrael's bed, and it says that on that, I forget the exact wording that's used. There is a normal controller and a knockoff controller, which is like I think that's supposed to be the pink and gold controller. Is the knockoff
Yeah.
one, and then underneath it is an old cartridge for the Cat Petters RPG, and Catti and Catti is written on that in worn gel pen. That's what it's called. It was gel pen. And this gel pen is mentioned one more time when you check the mics. It says that it smells like dried gel pen. So the mics are in that cartridge of Cat Petters, of the Cat Petters RPG.
That this game is so weird.
Yeah. So that gel pen that was used on the cartridge, that smell carries over to the mics. So they are
Yeah.
in that cartridge. And I
They,
think it's like
oh, it's so weird.
yeah.
Another thing about the like occult history that Catti has with Kris, they apparently had summoned a demon once. I have no idea what that is about at all.
Yeah, very silly. I think it's also
really weird.
okay. So something that's interesting about this Cat Petters RPG is that I know Phantom Sweet 6 is not like canon, but it's we're still gonna talk about it because it's mentioned. This stuff is mentioned in the game anyway. So Noelle actually talks about the Cat Petters RPG in one of her blog posts. She says, when she's talking about this creature, she says, this like the egg thing or whatever. She says, super fun fact. On a related note, these same games even make a cameo in Cat Petters RPG, which these games are the games that you play with the mics. That's what she's talking about. The mini games you play with the mics are in Cat Petters, and they're also in the Cat Petters RPG. And she's saying, which, like everything good, is kind of a ripoff of Dragon Blazers, if I'm being honest. Cat Petters is a ripoff of Dragon Blazers, which is a prophecy adaptation.
Yeah.
The Cat Petters RPG is a ripoff of the prophecy.
Why is there multiple different sources of rip off of the prophecy? Why?
It's very it's just crazy because it's like, okay, so does that mean that the game that we play in Sword Route is that the ripoff? Like, is that the ripoff? Is that why it shows the weird route? Because it's like the ripoff route. It's the fake route, the forbidden route. Like, why is Catti connected to all this shit? That's not even to mention that Fred is referenced like 80 times in the mic mini games, and is also in the sword route, and is also a cat.
Yeah.
Why
I was
is Catti?
I was literally about to like say like the Catti sisters like they're cats. They're also cats. It's so weird. Maybe that's why they're cats.
Yeah, why is Catti connected to all this shit? Why is she connected to all these characters? Why is she connected with all this demon stuff? This is like, we've been following this demon stuff for so long, like with these Tales of Hell and stuff, and the demon cats and whatnot. why is why is this happening? What is Caddy's role in this game? Does she have a role? Is it just like a
Does she
is
have
he
a role?
just like a
Is she really there?
foreshadowing?
Is she just there to be there and say vague ass nonsense?
Like is it just like foreshadowing or something? Like what
What is
is
this? Like
happening?
what is happening?
Like what's happening? It's
I don't know.
very, very
It's so
bizarre.
weird.
And then that's not even the end of it. Jockington has a prophecy panel. It says Jockington will grow the beard. Why does
Why
he
does
have
he
a
have a
fucking prophecy panel?
I don't know.
Like
Why
it
is
could
it
just
just
be
fucking
to like it could just be to emphasize that the prophecy is very specific, like the toothpaste boy thing. Like it's a joke
Yeah.
to be like, yeah, the
Yeah.
prophecy is hyper specific and all of this stuff is in this.
It could also, yeah, it could be that, but also like Jockey did is friends of Catti, and Catty's a really weird character.
It's just so strange. And there's also another thing I wanted to talk about is that Catti really does not like Susie, but loves
Yeah, she hates her.
Noelle.
It's really weird.
And I forget what Catti says specifically about Susie, but I think she often is like keep Noelle away from the dark of Susie or something. Like keep
Yeah,
her away
like
from
like
Susie's.
like keep Noelle away from the dark, and then she like keep Noelle away from dark, and then she like stops her like speech patterns to like literally like outright say I'm talking about Susie. I was like, that's so weird. Why you don't like her? I mean, I could kind of understand.
I feel like
Like
it's like a
before she
foreshadowing
changed,
thing.
like it's really weird.
I feel like it's like some kind of foreshadowing thing. Like I feel like Susie and Noelle are gonna have like some kind of conflict later. Like I don't think
Yeah,
it's just like, oh, she doesn't like that they're together because it's weird
yeah. I don't think.
and
Yeah, I don't think
Susie's
it's that. I
mean.
think it's like I think that's something like do with like the prophecy or something that she knows about something else.
Yeah, like I don't know if Caddy like I don't know if Caddy knows about the prophecy, but
A prophecy.
I think it's like some
Well,
kind of foreshadowing because like Caddy is obviously connected to a lot of things that are like intrinsically connected to the prophecy. So I feel like her not wanting Susie and Noelle to like interact, like keep Noelle away from the dark or whatever, is like keep Noelle away from what Susie wants. Like they're gonna have like an ideological conflict or something later in the
yeah,
game. Like, because you know they're also like the pink and gold. Like Noelle has a gold icon, Susie has a pink icon. Like they're something about the two of them. They might clash in some way. I feel like that's what maybe like Caddy is suggesting when she says that. It's just
yeah.
very
It's just
strange.
really weird.
And I just
Yeah,
I don't
everything about this game's strange. We don't understand anything.
I feel like Caddy I just like I'm not even sure like what role she could play because I feel like she's such an understated character. Like she hasn't done anything. Like you don't have to talk to her ever, really. You don't have to
Yeah,
interact with
you literally
any of the
don't.
extra
She's just
stuff.
there.
And it's like, what could she do? Is she capable of doing anything bad, or like is
Mm, I
like
really don't know if if she will even do anything, or if she's just being, or if Philby is just fucking with us. Could also be that.
yeah? I feel like she could just be like a foreshadowing device. I guess that's like my main
Yeah,
thing. Is that I
I
think
think it might
she's
just be like a foreshadowing device, like the prophecy is.
yeah. But you know,
Be-
yeah. But
Yeah,
so again, stuff we don't understand. Sometimes we just don't have an
yeah.
answer.
Sometimes we don't have answers.
Very bizarre. But up next is a topic that I didn't know about until recently.
Yeah, apparently, apparently Don didn't know about it, but I did, so that's actually kind of funny. Usually
Yeah.
he knows more than I do.
What the hell
Yeah.
is 7-4?
Well, 7/4 is like a musical time times, but what's the word? Timestamps, I think.
No,
Well,
it's a
I don't
time
remember. I'm
signature.
not time signature. Thank you. Yeah, 7/4 is a musical time signature used for songs and such. During chapter 4, when you go into Noel's house and then Kris rips you out of their body and they go off and have the creepy ass phone call, you know, all that. And then if you come back after they put you back in the box, they'll walk off screen towards the piano and you can hear them play a bunch of songs from the game, like Rose's theme, Lancer, the shop themes, and such like that. And weirdly enough, also of two versions of the Prophecy song. It's really weird. Anyways, there is a song that we have not heard before that people speculate is Kris's theme, and it's called 7/4. We some other people also speculate that this can just be like a hand warming exercise and such. And another thing with Kris playing the piano, they never actually finish any of the songs. They just like cut off themselves and then go on to a different song. And we only know that it's called 7/4 because of the game files. And Toby Fox has used the 7/4 time signature in other songs like Lost Girl. And even a completely different song that's not even related to this game. I do like the idea of it being Kris's theme, that they actually composed this song themselves, because you know they're pianists, and it's really funny that you can just hear like other characters' themes and that they just like stuck with them.
Yeah,
All of
very
this may
silly.
all of this may mean something, and all of this may not mean something. It's really weird. I do really like both 7/4s that Toby has composed, even though Kris's 7/4 isn't fully finished. It sounds really pretty. I can't believe you didn't know about 7/4.
I'm so sad.
It's so sad. It's really weird that that Kris knows about the freaking prophecy song before they even played the stupid freaking prophecy song. Because it's actually three different versions. It's Kris Piano Prophecy, Kris Piano Last Prophecy, and then Kris Piano song that may not be played well. And it's all different versions of the prophecy song.
It's almost like they know the prophecy.
And Last Prophecy actually has like the motifs of Castletown with it too.
Because we have to seal Castletown away.
It's so
Time to seal
sad.
away Castletown. Blah.
It's so sad.
Very-
That's kind of basically it about that topic.
Yep, I have. I guess I don't have much to say. I don't even know what to say. It's just interesting.
You don't even know what to say. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it really is interesting.
And up next is our last topic. This one is more of a plot related one, but it is still interesting nonetheless. There are frequent references to Kris losing their hand all throughout Deltarune. It's usually relegated to like seeing it in a shadow crystal, but there's also been times where it's referenced outside of that. Like Kris will bite their hand if you say they'll never play the piano again, or when you do the gumball machine thing,
Yeah.
Kris will lose their hand when the
You thought
black like lacquer thing falls on
you
it.
thought you lost your hand. Yeah.
So
Like
this Kris hand thing is something that extends beyond just like the shadow crystals. Like it is some kind of like intrinsic thing, and I think Kris knows about it too.
maybe it's like a premonition. Maybe if it is a premonition, that would actually really suck because Kris is a pianist.
Yeah. So I guess like lot of different ways we can take this. Is it literal? Like, is Kris literally going to lose their hand and not be able to play the piano? Or is it figurative? And, like, for Kris losing their hand is, like, them, like, just
Losing
dying or
control
something.
of
Like, or
themselves
just
or
not
dying.
being,
Yeah.
yeah, losing control or something.
Like
And
fully losing control or something.
I guess, like, you could still say that losing their hand still represents that, like, they don't have control of their life anymore. Because, like, playing piano is the one thing that they have
Yeah.
that
Playing
is
piano is the
them.
one thing they have that's them that they won't let you, the player who's controlling them, ruin for them. Because they literally purposely every time, besides in chapter 4 during the property song, they will literally not play the piano well because you're not allowed to hear them play it.
Yeah, it's very
It's only for
interesting.
them.
So I guess that kind of makes me wonder, like, I think Kris knows they're gonna lose their hand, right? Like, do we agree on that?
Yeah, but yeah, I do think that's probably why they were playing the piano in Noel's house. Because they were literally reminiscing on playing the songs if they don't have much time to do it anymore.
Yeah.
That would be really upsetting. Literally, Kris, after like all of like this like hardship, being unable to play the piano after at the end of this.
Yeah. I think, like, this whole Kris hand thing, I think this is gonna be, like, this big. I think that's, like, something that we're really building up to. And it's gonna be, like, this moment between us and Kris. Like, finally, we get to
Yeah,
have a moment with Kris. It's like, we can be friends with everybody, but we can't be friends with Kris.
because Kris doesn't want. Because Kris literally wants you to leave.
I've
Kris
had this
doesn't want you in there.
idea.
Like Kris doesn't want to be controlled.
Yeah, I've had this idea in my head for so long. That's like it sounds like such a crazy idea, but I really want there to be, like, a fight where, like, it's not like you can't really win by acting or fighting. Your goal is to, like, navigate it in a specific way to make sure Kris doesn't lose their hand. I think that would be
Yeah,
so cool if there's, like, a fight where it's not just about, like, acting or using or just fighting or whatever. You have to do something specific. You have to, like, figure out what you need to do to make it so Kris doesn't lose their hand. Like, it's a personal decision that you have to make to, like, that doesn't affect anything other than the fact that Kris doesn't lose their hand. And I think that would be so cool to have, like, a secret boss that's so, like, because I think one criticism I have with Deltarune is I feel like it doesn't, like, push that system as far as it could, you know, like the whole, like, acting and stuff. Like, you don't really have to do anything, like, complicated to, like, it's more focused on, like, the bullet hell element. Like, I want to
yeah.
fight where you really need to, like, think about the choices you're making in, like, acting or fighting, like, when you're doing that in a fight to make something specific happen. I think that would be a very cool thing, and I think that for a fight where it's like the fight where Kris will lose their hand, like, you making the conscious decision to be like, I want to navigate this fight so that doesn't happen, would be a really, really good moment for,
Yeah, I
like,
think that would be really, really good.
I think that would genuinely be, like, the best moment in the whole game, would be, like, trying to
Yeah,
figure that out and trying to navigate that. Like, that would be so cool.
because like, because like, Kris probably knows that they're gonna lose their hand, but they don't know how it's gonna happen or when it's gonna happen. And then when that happens, and they know it was your fault, oh, they're gonna hate you even more.
Oh yeah, if you don't give a shit and you make it happen.
Yeah, but if you choose to save their hands, maybe the relationship between the player and Kris will be better.
Yeah, because
Because you literally went out of your way to protect Kris.
I don't love Word of God, but I
Yeah, I
mean
don't like the word of God. Word of God's
Toby
cringe.
doesn't do it. Toby doesn't do it very often, really, and I
Yeah,
like that. I know a lot of
I
people
like that.
want him to be more on hands on, but I'm glad that he
No,
doesn't
I hate that.
really
No.
explicitly talk about stuff. But he did say that, like, he hopes we can be friends with everybody, and I think
And
obviously
everybody
Kris,
includes Kris.
yeah,
But Kris
and, like,
obviously hates us.
yeah, and it's like I keep trying to wrap my head around how can we be friends with Kris, and I think the only way to do that is by doing something selfless that does not impact us at all. Like it doesn't impact how we would, like it doesn't benefit us to make sure Kris doesn't lose their hand. That is something that only benefits Kris.
Yeah,
Really.
if it actually does go this way, because there's like so many allusions to Kris losing their hand. This has to be a plot point of some sort. It can't just be like no nonsense, whatever. Like the other topics we talked about here. No, this
Yeah, this is
is clearly something that's going to happen.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
Literally
this is
or
the only one that's
figuratively.
plot. That's very plot important because I do think this will have a very big impact on the story when it finally comes
Because
out.
it's literally the main character. It's affecting the main character in a very severe way. It's going to happen. This is a Chekhov's gun.
Yeah, and
So
when it
this is the
fires, when
only
it
way
pulls
I can
out,
think. This is the only way I can think that the player actually can have a good relationship with Kris. That Kris will begrudgingly actually say that the player isn't technically isn't all awful and terrible and I want to kill you bad.
yeah, I like that.
I like
So
that.
that's been weird
That's
Deltarune topics that nobody understands. If you made it all the way
yeah.
here, you must love us personally and individually. And I love
Yes,
you
exactly. I
personally and
love you.
individually.
I love you personally and individually,
So
100%.
please like and subscribe
And
to the
subscribe
video.
to the
And
video, please.
maybe we will thank you in the comments section. We will say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
Will.
you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank
And
you,
if
thank
you
you, thank you.
haven't already, you should check out our previous 2 Deltarune videos, which might be on the screen right now if I figure out how to do that. That shouldn't be hard. Are they on the screen? Do you see them? Do you see them?
Yes,
They
you
should
see
be
him?
there.
Did they
There's
shoot
a
it there?
third video. Oh, there's a third video on the screen, I think, if I can figure it out.
Uh,
It's the Kirby
Click them,
lore
please.
video. It's all the Kirby lore.
Oh,
If you
click
like
them,
Kirby
please.
lore, or if you want to get interested in Kirby lore, there it is. Please watch it. Watch it now. Watch it. Click, click,
Please
click.
watch it,
View,
watch
view,
it now.
view. Give me
Please
your
click
views.
it.
All right. See you in the next video. Goodbye.
Goodbye.